Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. Wow, 2 for 2. 2 for 2 today. This episode was actually pretty great. It was. I really enjoyed this episode. And we're going to start off on a main event. Bonnie. Now, I heard back in the day she used to be the schemer, con artist, or whatever. I'm just sitting there thinking, what happened? You went soft or something? What happened? This episode, you're just literally seeing the downfall of Abby. Of Bonnie. So Xander comes in there, stops the wedding, and he's like, alright, so where's my money at? They argue back and forth, and Bonnie's all like, oh, what are you talking about? And, you have Justin that you're trying to defend her. You have Steve, you have Kayla. But honestly, tell you the truth, after a while, they start looking at Bonnie. They start looking at her reaction. And they can see that there's something that's going on. Halfway through the conversation, Justin was like, yo, what's going on? What's up? And up until this point, Justin was like, listen, there's no proof. Which I was sitting there thinking that back when I was at work. It's like, there's no proof. It's just your word versus hers. So Xander's like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go upstairs. I'm just going to get my money. And, it's going to be on out. Bonnie freaks out. She freaks out and she runs right after him. Now at this point, I'm like, Bonnie, they know that there's something that's going on. They knew there was something going on when he was accusing you at the wedding. Even though they were sitting there defending her, they knew the way she was acting or squirrely and everything like that. A lot of stuff just didn't add up. And of course, when she ran upstairs, she pretty much kind of confirmed what Xander was sitting there saying about the money and about just, her not really changing her wicked ways. So, Xander gets up there, finds the money. Bonnie's all like, she tries to grab the bag. I'm like, Bonnie, what are you doing? The jig is up. The jig is up. What's going on? They struggle for a little bit. The purse falls on the ground. And so does the gun. So he's like, what's going on? What do you have a gun for? Justin's like, yo, I want to know too. Why are you holding a gun? Now, Xander says something along the lines of when he walks out with his money, he's like, yo, this woman's been sleeping like a dead. I mean, she hasn't even moved in I don't know what's going on with her, but, I got my money, I'm out. So he leaves. Bonnie, at this point, I think she's just speechless. She's just like, argh. Justin, he already knew that she lied about the money. She has a gun. And so he walks over to the body and he lift up the cover. And he's just like, what is going on? I'm like, Bonnie, you damn idiot. I mean, granted, she could. I don't know the circumstances behind that first murder or alleged killing, whatever you want to sit there and call it. I don't know. I mean, Bonnie was acting like this was an airtight case or whatever. I'm just looking at this whole thing. It was like, Bonnie, you knew at some point you were going to go to jail. If it wasn't for one thing, if it wasn't for Callista, it was now going to be for the murder of Callista. Either way, you're screwed. But you didn't even actually have the decency to sit there and tell him what was going on. I mean, you already lost him. Let's be honest. You already lost him the minute you ran upstairs. But you couldn't even be honest with him. So Xander at this point was like, yo, I'm calling the cops. As he was walking downstairs, they were sitting there talking, Steve and Kayla, and, he walks over, like, yep, here's my money, And, you know what, I called the cops too, and Kayla was like, well, why'd you do that for? You already had the money. Then it was like, because she had a gun. She could have killed me. So, he walks out. Now, I didn't watch Beyond Salem yet. And so it was a little kind of jarring seeing just Eli and Lonnie just kind of just back at their house. They're back at the house for like 5 minutes. You got Abe and Paulina cooking. And of course, Abe was like, I kind of wanted some time between me and you. But I guess we can sit there and, yes, we can bring her over too. That's cool. I kind of want to do some stuff to you. But whatever, it's fine. It's, you know, the more the merrier, whatever. So you come over there. And, you know, Paulina's all like, oh, we got to sit there and talk about Miami. We got to sit there and recap that whole event. And I found this so funny that she's like, oh, we got to sit there and recap that whole event. Then the commercial break comes. And then it comes back. And Lonnie's like, oh, wow. That was some crazy trip. And I'm just looking at this like, alright. I get what you're doing. You want people to actually watch Beyond Salem to find out all the crazy, wacky adventures and stuff. But, I mean, it's just a simple fact. It's like, alright, so you're gonna sit there and recap it for us? No, you gotta sit there and watch the show to find out. Okay. So they're having dinner and stuff like that. Of course, Paulina's and they're talking about her job, Lonnie's job and how dangerous it is, and just being overprotective. And, of course, you know, before they could really sit there and kind of finish their conversation as far as, well, I mean, Lonnie was like, listen, I've been doing this for a while, I'm going to keep doing this, this is just what it is. They get a call from Rafe and they're saying that they got to go down to the Kiyarkis' place to arrest Bonnie. Murder. Ah, man, I'm not going to lie, this whole thing could have been just avoided if she just would have been honest. But this dingbat just made it seem like, hey, the person who's blackmailing me, nah, they're going to hold up their end of the bargain. I know that much. It's cool. Oh, what? You betrayed me? Okay, cool. I shot her. I'm just going to hide her body, you know, in this bed. And it's all good and great. And I have nothing to worry about. Oh, wait. I stole that money from Xander. He won't suspect this to me. What? Philip. Philip did something today in this episode that I had to rewind it 4 times because it was just so funny. I don't think I've laughed that hard in a soap opera in, I don't remember when was the last time I actually laughed. I don't think it was meant to be funny. That's the part that it's so funny. It wasn't meant to be funny, but you know, you got Philip Smith there writing this mean, angry letter to Brady because apparently it wasn't enough to get chewed out by Chloe, which I'm gonna be honest, I feel like she deserves a little bit of that hee-haw, but he's just Smith there typing this angry letter. Now Bella gets a call from Chloe, letting her know what he did. So, cause she's having dinner or lunch or breakfast or whatever with Sean, she's like, all right, I gotta talk to Philip. She comes in there and she's like, Philip, what the hell are you doing? After I specifically told you not to go to find her, you did exactly that. I don't know if this is in one ear or the other, but he's writing this letter, and she takes a look at it, and she's like, are you out of your damn mind? First of all, I'm pretty sure that what you plan on doing in this letter is incriminating evidence. Like, you can go to jail. On top of that, Chloe just already accused you of pretty much saying that you don't trust her. And you think it's a good idea to write this hateful letter. So he's sitting there, he's contemplating, he's like, yeah, you know, you're right. This is pretty hateful. And I probably shouldn't do it. I'm going to do it anyway. And he just sends the button, and I laughed so hard. Because it's almost like he really took everything in, what Bella was sitting there saying, of what not to do, the reasons why not to do it, And just the backlash, the fact that Brady will sit there and count on him doing something stupid, he took all that into consideration. And he did it anyway. He literally... I watched that 4 times. I'm going to watch it after I finish watching Beyond Salem because that was just too funny. So he sends it. Well, he thinks he sends it, but there's a glitch. You got Gabby and her spyware, and she's sitting there monitoring the whole thing, just waiting to sit there and sabotage Philip. Waiting, just waiting. With Jake. Got to a point where she's like, you know what, listen, we're going to sit there and gaslight him. We're going to make him sit there and think that, you know, Chloe's cheating and, you know, he'll be unfit and we actually have a paper trail, we have proof. And he'll be out the company. Now Jake is like, did you read this? Because he doesn't look like he's just going to, like, he looks like he's going to kill him. This probably might be not a good idea. Of course, Gabby tries to play it down like, no, it's fine. They'll throw some punches or whatever, and he'll be out and we'll be in. I'm like, wow, Gabby. Wow. That's pretty much all I got to say. So he's trying to send it. He realizes his computer froze on him again. Bella's like, well, I guess the universe is looking out for you because clearly you weren't looking out for yourself. Now everyone knows at this point that Philip is probably his own worst enemy. But he's like, yo, listen, this is the second time this thing's been acting up. I'm going to take it down to my IT guy. He's going to take a look at it. And the guy calls him back right after Bella leaves. Tells him he has spyware on his computer. I'm like, the minute he was sitting there on the phone with him, like, what, you tell me what? Right then I already know. So, Philip makes a beeline right to Gabby's place. Knocks on the door. Because, you know, Jake and Gabby is about to sit there and get it on because, you know, why not? It's the afternoon and, well, really, why not? They get a knock on the door and Gabby answers it. And Philip is right there. And he's like, you want to tell me why you're spying on me for? Now I'm sitting there thinking, at this point, Philip, if you don't kick Gabby to the curb, Gabby and Jake to the curb, I don't know what to tell you, B. I mean, your mom literally came in here a couple weeks ago and practically was like, this woman is going to set you up for your downfall. Don't do it. Her and Jake will take you down from the inside out. No, it's fine, I'm cool, I got this. I got this horse. I'm riding this horse, or whatever they sit there and say. Now you have this woman that's sitting there putting spyware on your computer. I would love to sit there and hear how Gabby's going to sit there and explain this one. And I'm going to be honest. I don't care if her answer is as sound as whatever. If Philip decides to continue to work with her, I'm like, Philip, anything that happens at this point is on you. It's on you. I still am not exactly pleased with Chloe, you know, because, I mean, come on. You know, he was like, he said to Bella, like, they were in bed together. They were spooning, or whatever. Bella was like, oh, well, they didn't do anything. I'm like, really, Bella? So you telling me if you found Sean in bed with another woman, even though if he ain't doing anything, just the fact that he's in bed with another woman, you're going to be okay with that? I really wish Philip would have actually gave her that answer, gave her that question, and see how she would have responded. I mean, she was so quick to sit there and be all like, oh, well, you're jealous and you're paranoid, you're going to ruin your relationship, which is probably true. But look at those circumstances, though. I mean, regardless of what it is, that's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful. You know he's already jealous. You gonna have another man in your bed? Like, no. No. I gotta be honest, I think that's actually about it. I feel like I probably missed something, but I don't know what it is that I missed. I'm actually about to sit there and watch Beyond Salem now, because I really gotta see... I really gotta see how this whole Lonnie and Eli and everything gets tied up into a little ball because they didn't say a damn thing when they got back. They didn't sit there and say anything about their adventure or anything like that. Like, I get it. You know, you want people to sit there and watch Beyond Salem, but I'm like, come on, seriously? They just came back from this trip and, like, we got nothing? It's almost like they try to act like that just didn't happen. Like, oh, they just spent a crazy weekend in Miami. It's like, no. They literally chased people with guns, unarmed. Why? Because Paulina decided, oh, cool, I'm not going to sit there and give her my jewelry. I'm going to sit there and take expensive jewelry out after my loved ones are sitting there saying, it's not a good idea. Then you get to said restaurant where two men comes up and says, give me your jewelry. And what is this dingbat does? No, I'm not going to do it. You're going to have to sit there and pry this off my cold, dead hands. We just not going to talk about that in this episode, right? Okay, cool. Anyway, I think that's about it. If I missed anything, please write it down in the comment section below. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. I will see you in the next video.